Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, all praise, and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rechak, Wadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and bishops of the great millstone that rule well. And as always, peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect tabernacle of David scattered abroad across the four winds of the earth. Trump is making so much mess, with this transition. Because that's all this is. It's just a transition. And it's, during this process, they're transitioning to this new, global prison structure. It's going to hurt everybody in the process. Everybody's going to be hurt. Okay. It's going to affect everything. And, Esau, they're already seeing it. And that's why they're crying out. That's why they're complaining. It's going to get real. All right. And it's so bad right now that you got Edomites out there singing Edomite spirituals, like they in captivity, like when we was in captivity, we was out there singing Negro spirituals to get through the day. Well, you got these Edomites, they out there rallying and out there singing what sound like Edomite spirituals, but really it sounds like they're ready to start rebelling against the authority, the hierarchy, which ultimately comes sedition. So I'm gonna play this video and you tell me what this all mean, all right? And then I'll play a few more clips because Esau, it's only been a few weeks now, and the amount of things that Trump has been able to do so far. I mean, now it all makes sense. He was definitely that dude to put back in there. So let me play this real quick.
Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
And that's just the bridge. That's just the chorus. Which side are you on? So they're basically saying, pick a side. What does that sound like? Do that not sound like a kingdom divided? Let's get what Yahushai said. This is Matthew 12 and 25. And this is Yahushai speaking here, Matthew 12 and 25. It says, and Yahushai knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? All right. And we know in context, he's replying to them wicked scribes and Pharisees who accused them of casting out the demons, basically in the name of Beelzebub, basically another deity of Shaitan. And he came back with a logic and, shut their whole, premise down. If I'm team Satan, then Satan must be divided, because how am I able to cast them out? But you can apply this to this kingdom that's in the verge of collapse. It's on the verge of a major collapse, man, because that's what it's going to take in order for Trump to fulfill this initiative. All right, to bring in the NWO for the elite. It's going to take a lot of money, taxpaying money, cutting a lot of, expenses. And that's why he's cutting all this federal aid. He's cutting off a lot. So a lot of people is going to be affected. The middle class. Okay. And Esau, you got the ones that know what's going on and they're blaming the elite for it. All right. And then you got the other half of Edomites. They want to blame Jake. You know, it's these DEI hires. They're messing up our country. You know, it's these iggers. You know, so they want to come out and swastika gear and make threats. These clans members. So it's brewing more tension between Jake and Esau, even though it's the elites that's the primary reason why all this is going down. But Jake is here to be the scapegoat of everything, the face of terrorism, the face of anything, you name it. Okay, but this is all showing that this place is clearly divided, and the kingdom can't stand when it's divided. All right, and this is all the Heavenly Father's doing, of course, because we at the end of this thing, man. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. That's in Ecclesiastes 7. All right, so let me go from there to Isaiah 19, and then we'll return and go back to it. This is Isaiah 19 and 2. It says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom." That's civil war. "And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof." Everybody's going to be demoralized. The people are going to be, frustrated, and their faith is going to be weakened. People are not going to trust nothing anymore. It says, "And I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols," whatever idols that they worship, "and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards," witchcraft. That's their only line of resort of power, is trying to tap into that left hand craft. Verse 4, "And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord." And you can't tell me Trump ain't being a cruel tyrant right now. With all the executive orders and policies that he's signing into place. This dude as soon as he get into office, he's just throwing straight flurries, at everybody, even the EU, Canada, Mexico, its own trading partners is catching combinations, man. So yeah, we hear it says, "And a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord of hosts." All right. And that's clearly what's going on. Hence, you got these people singing spirituals against Trump and the elites. So let me play some more of this.
Which side are you on? Which side are you on? We'll fight against Josh. We'll fight Elon Musk. No evils kept within our walls. We'll fight from dawn to dusk. Oh, which side are you on? Which side are you on? Tell me, which side are you on?
You got a couple niggas in the crowd and up there as well. They think that because they're patriotic, they've been in this captivity for so long. They're like, this is home to Jake. So Jake, they feel like they have a dog in this fight too. We don't have a dog in this fight, man. The scriptures say, "Arise you and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is greatly polluted. It will destroy you with a sword of destruction." And a lot of our people already, their minds have been polluted, being in Babylon for way too long. Their mentality is just, it got turned out, since Esau colonized them. You filled with, democracy. You're filled with, feminism. You filled with the American dream, which is a straight up illusion. All right, Jake is just filled with all of the wrong things. They're still spiritually blinded, but they think they have a dog in this fight. So you're gonna have Jake that's a part of this sedition, and that's why Esau is gonna the Edomites on the other side. They're gonna come for Jake. They're really letting it be known they're coming for Jake. All right.
Which side are are you on? Trump's coming for our unions. He wants us all to fail. He wants us to bow to him, but we want him in jail. Oh, which side are you on?
Man, ain't nothing finna happen. They got that devil pumped up. All right. They really don't understand the source of the problem. The root source of all this goes back to a nationality of people. All right. They're and at the most, they're oligarchs. All right. The higher ups among those people. They're the same people that you can't criticize, or it's an offense. It's a hate crime. Okay. You can't talk about them. You can't critique them. No type of criticism. You can't blame them for anything, no matter what they do. And that's the people who's putting up Trump as this puppet to bring in, their heart's desire, that globalist agenda. All right. So it ain't just Trump and Elon. All right. They're just the puppets. Okay.
Which side are you on? Tell me, which side are you on? Which side are you on? They say in the capital city there are no neutrals found. You're either with the Union or a scabby Musk bloodhound. Oh, which side are you on? Which side are you on?
And while they doing all that singing, a lot of people getting cut left and right. A lot of layoffs. A lot of aid funding is getting cut. A lot of people's food stamps getting cut. It's a lot of cuts happening right now, and all these people could do right now is sing. But it's going to be a point in time, eventually, when all this marching and singing shit, that shit is going to cease. And they're just gonna, they're gonna take it up a notch, okay? And matter of fact, let me go here, especially when you got dudes like this. He's gonna tell you what's going on with these veterans. All right, well, you got injured veterans that depend on aid from Veteran Affairs, and they're not even getting their money. All right. So let me play this real quick. This is an ex-military dude right here, this Edomite.
This is going to be a hot take with zero cuts, because I just want it to be unfiltered, and I want to be so fucking clear that we're fucked as a country. We are. Most of you that follow me don't know that I'm a U.S. Army.
So he understands this. What's up with you tribes out there, man? You jakes. Ain't no making America great, man. Ain't no bringing this place back. Ain't no restoration of anything. This place is done. Jeremiah 51. We take balm for her pain, for we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. And there's nothing that anybody can do.
Army veteran. I served in 5th Special Forces Group out of Fort Campbell, Kentucky. I have 2 deployments, and majority of my friends and the folks that I served with still support Donald Trump to this day. And if that doesn't make your stomach sick, I don't know what will. It's insane.
Yep. Which side are you on? Right? It's finna be that time where a line is being drawn. Trump right now, what he's doing with his actions is drawing a line. With Elon backing him, all these billionaires and these pro-Zionists, yeah. We here, man. The devil is going to come down with wrath, knowing that he had but a short time. We here, man. So that's why now is the time it is high time to awake out of sleep. Right now is the time to be in good graces with Yahweh Shem Yahushua and be ready to step out on faith. How we're going to overcome this whole thing that's getting ready to transpire. You're gonna have to have tremendous faith, you know, and the Lord's gonna guide us through it all. You know, if you're one of His. But the rest of these people in the world, man, they're fucked. All right.
It's insane. And the problem is, so many people say, well, I just don't pay attention, or I don't have time to pay attention. Well, guess what? Now's the time to start fucking paying attention. If you're a veteran, this video is for you. Go look at what's happening with the VA right now. Go look at what's happening with VA services, right? I haven't gotten paid from the VA, and they owe me money. I haven't gotten paid in over a month, and they just keep telling me it's an administrative delay. That's what they keep telling me. It's bullshit. He cut off funding. Go check it out. He cut off funding. He also stopped them from any new hires. They can't hire anybody. A buddy of mine, his wife, she works at the VA hospital in South Florida. And she said that there was people waiting in line to get a job, and they just cut it off. No one's getting hired. Veteran services is going down. He doesn't give a fuck about you. He doesn't give a fuck about me. He gives a fuck about it being an oligarchy. Take that a step further, okay? If you served in the Army, this motherfucker, his press secretary just said yesterday, that the U.S. Constitution is unconstitutional. What the fuck does that even mean? How can it be unconstitutional if there's not a constitution to bounce it against? The whole premise here is if he can get you and every other MAGA loyalist and half the fucking country to agree that the U.S. Constitution isn't valid, then he can run for a third term. He can run for a fourth term and a fifth term because the U.S. Constitution isn't valid. Therefore, he gets to make up the fucking rules as he goes.
Yeah. No wonder why he said as he was running that there won't be no need. You know, like basically this could be the last election. So there would be no more need for another election. So they setting it up, man. He's the dictator. That's emperor right there. And now that he's in there, and we already said it, man. You know, we was going into Revelation 13 about that beast that would arise. All right. That would have two horns like a lamb, but speak as a dragon. Boy, oh boy, is that fire coming out that mouth as he's signing with that pen. Yep. And now the people is finna feel it. So it's gonna be sedition eventually. It's gonna be sedition.
You gotta fucking, guys, take the fucking blinders off. You've got to take, and if you're a fucking politician and a veteran, you disgust me more than anything. And if you're a Democrat politician and you're a veteran, you're the fucking worst of them all. Because you have the fucking power. You have the power right now that we don't have, and you're doing dick with it. You're just sitting there. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Get your head out of your fucking ass and do something. You guys are supposed to hold the line. And when you can't, this whole fucking thing becomes chaos. It becomes chaos. And
that's exactly what's being stirred up in Babylon. All right, let me get Luke 21. What is another term for chaos? Disorder, right? And that's what's getting ready to unravel in the country, and it's going to lead to austerity measures. And then it's gonna eventually they're gonna lock things down and usher in order. You know, it's gonna be problem, reaction, solution, order out of chaos. You know, martial law. That's pretty much what's gonna happen as a result. This is Luke 21:9. It says, "But when you shall hear of wars and commotions or chaos, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but then it's not by and by." Let me get this in the NLT. And it says, "And when you hear of wars and insurrections, don't panic. Yes, these things must take place first, but the end won't follow immediately." All right, so we here, man. You got all these earthquakes happening. A lot of price on different food products because the farmers, the farming industry is being sabotaged. The prices of everything is going up. So A famine can also be expected too at some point. All right, people are going to get desperate. Crime is already through the roof, and we ain't in a famine just yet. You go here for the word commotion.
Strong's G181. Akatastasia. Akatastasia.
And it says instability, i.e. disorder, commotion, confusion, tumult, and that's basically chaos. Okay, instability, a state of disorder. All right, and that's what this is all going to lead to, because the people are not happy. All right.
Then it turns to the citizens, and you don't want that, and we don't want that, and nobody fucking wants that. Now you got Canada saying they're going to cut off power to all the red states. Jesus, they have the fucking ability. And he says, too bad, I'm not backing down on tariffs. Let's see what happens in the next 6 months. You think he's going to do well for the economy? He just said, well, you're going to have to suffer for a little while, but Americans will understand when prices go up. They'll understand. That's what your boy Donald Trump just fucking said. He said that. He knows he's not bringing down prices. He knows he's not. He's helping the oligarchy. He's helping himself become a billionaire with his other billionaire friends. He's helping himself become richer and richer and richer at our expense. And you guys fucking voted him into office. And that's fine. We are where we are. But there's an impeachment process for a fucking reason. And we better start using it. And we better start using it fast. And what do you think?
It's not going to work. He already done beat he beat an impeachment back in was at the end of 2019. And as soon as he beat that impeachment, he have Soleimani, the general of Iran, get blown away in the airport. So this devil can't be stopped. As long as he got those forces behind him, he ain't going nowhere. All right. Hey, this is beautiful, man. I'm liking this so far. All right. This is what it has to take in order for them to reach, their objective, man. And we're not fretting ourselves for what's being done, because this has to happen. This is all prophecy being fulfilled. Psalm 37. Because it's going to affect us all, man. We are going to be affected by what these devils are doing, but we at least understand. We have the patience, to understand what's going on. The Lord he's operating. Okay. Psalms 37. Psalm 37 and 7, it says, rest in the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. And that's mainly to us, with everything that's going on, in the process, we're supposed to keep our composure, because, this has to happen. It has to be done. All right. This is how this man's system is gonna fall. It says, for evildoers shall be cut off. Eventually, all these wicked devils at the top, they're all going to be eventually cut off. But right now, they're in their excellency stage. And which it says in Job 20, know you not of this since the days of old, that the triumphing of the wicked is short and the joy of the hypocrite is but for a moment. So they're in their time right now. They're reaching their excellency, but they're getting ready to fall. Okay. It says, they shall, it says, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yeah, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. So Esau's going to go from, being elevated at the top, or being in position, being, over everybody, to basically nobody. He's not going to have no place in the world to come. Okay. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning that follows. So Esau is mad, man. These Edomites, they're angry, and they would be the ones that set it off. all right, in this country, man, that's sedition. Okay. So let me go from there to this one.
10 seconds. Number twos. 275 pounds, heifer, 409. 360 pound steer, 4 of them, 425. That's $1,530 a head. Your beef prices at the store are fixing to go crazy. So fill your freezers and thank the Lord for everything you got. Amen. Guys, I just got back from the sale barn. Holdenville, Oklahoma. Are you ready? I took 2 out of service age. They were still good bulls, but they were older for me. 6, 7 years old. But $1.64 and $1.54, $2,500 each. I had a 200. Now we raise beef, so we keep all our good calves. But I took a load of seconds. I took 10 seconds. Number twos. 275 pounds, heifer, 409. 360 pound steer, 4 of them, 425. That's $1,530 a head. Your beef prices at the store are fixing to go crazy. So fill your freezers and thank the Lord for everything you got.
Hey, it's getting rough. It's gonna get rough. All right. And that reminds me of a time in history. I want to say it's was it in First Kings, where there was a famine coming, and the price of everything was at an all-time high. Let me see if I could try to find it. And I think they was trying to sell a donkey's head for a high price because it was a famine. Yep, here it is. 2 Kings 6:24. It was during the siege of Samaria, where you had people resorting to cannibalism, right? 2 Kings 6:24 says, and it came to pass after this that Ben-Hadad, king of Syria, gathered all his hosts and went up and besieged Samaria. And there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it until an ass's head was sold for 80 pieces of silver. That's 80 pieces of silver, just for an ass's head, and the fourth part of a cab of dove's dung for 5 pieces of silver. That's crazy. So, yeah. So ultimately, this because. Why do you have these things occurring? Would this all occur in a righteous society ruled by righteous rulers? Hell no. All right. That's why it says in Proverbs, let me get it. Proverbs 29:2. And it reads, when the righteous are on the authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And that's what you see happening. Singing spirituals and shit. Singing tunes, to incite rebellion, because that's basically what this sound like. Going back to this little singing that they was doing at this rally. Okay, that's where we at. So this is a sign that sedition is gonna come, man. Actually, no. Let me go to 2 Ezra 15. It is 2 Ezra 15 and 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And that's civil war. For there shall be sedition among men. And what is sedition? Conduct or speech inciting people to rebel against the authority of a state or a monarch. And you heard that ex-military dude, he mentioned the oligarchy, and it's honestly it's the elite, because this is what they're trying to do to establish, their global order, man, their new global order, man. So it's going to be sedition. It says, in invading one another, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. That's what it's going to boil down to, because they ain't got no other options. All right, these people ain't gonna have no other options, man. They're not gonna this devil ain't gonna give you a break. Hey, and when COVID happened, some of the people were pacified because they was able to get them stimulus checks. They was getting them PPP loans and all that other stuff. So, they was all right. They was pacified. They sat on their ass and didn't have to work and just was collecting all this money, not realizing it was going to backfire on them later. So yeah, Trump is here to finish, what he created, what he started. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, because everything's going to be locked down. And it says, because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And that's when we segue into the time of Jacob's trouble. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. Why? Because they're desperate. Food prices too high. It's hard to come by. And if you've been hoarding up, the people gonna be coming for you and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. All right, so Trump he's doing magnificent right now. All right, he's doing magnificent, and it's gonna get crazy. All right, so hey, stay vigilant, you stay sober, be circumspect. All right, and pray that the Lord have mercy upon you and your household. Because I'm doing that for myself as well. And it's gonna be a bumpy ride, but we just continue to hold fast to that which is good. All right. And hey, this thing is about to be done for. This devil, he's putting an order for them to stop minting pennies, because we already know the direction they're heading in. Everything is going digital. Everything. So you already know the next stop. It's that MOT to the B. And after that, things are gonna move fast and we're gonna be up out of here. All right, so anyway, with that, I'm going to close. I'm going to give all praise to Yahweh Bashem Shai. And until the next lesson, Shalom.